Hope you guys are ready, because we're about to get started with the best graphics 1995 had to offer. Because it's some little pink fella on a star. I don't know, man. He could be anybody. Is this a new Mega Man game? I don't know. Probably. Why else would I be playing it? No, it's actually a superstar by the name of Kirby, and you can play on 3 different files in case your sister wants to play, and you know she'd ruin your game if you let her play it. But there's lots of games. I don't really know where to start. I'm lying, actually. There's one game that's the most fun to start with. It's this one, where you can switch from stereo to mono. This is the best game in the system, and I really enjoy that quite a bit. There's a whole lot you can do with it, but you can only play it for so long before you gotta start with Spring Breeze. Apparently Dreamland had all its food stolen, and everyone's gonna starve, and I forgot which button to press to start the game. But we're all good. We're gonna start up Spring Breeze. It's no big deal. And usually I don't like to do these little tutorials the first time playing things, but this is so charming. This is the cutest thing in the world, the beginner show. I love it so much. It's got so much heart to it. I can't not show this off. It makes me so happy. They describe the controller as the gray thing with the purple buttons. I'm sorry, that's my favorite thing in the world. And then you see Kirby. Look at that face he makes! Look at him! He's so mad! I'm sorry, this video might get really, giddy all over the place, but, the dialogue that it gives you in these is so cute. This descriptive stuff, in all sincerity, this little section here would make the game totally worth it. It's so cute. But there's a little more to it than that. So I'm gonna let this game gonna let you know that's an obstacle. It's not even it can't even damage you. But it's just showing you all the I don't know, the ins and outs of the game. Again, I don't usually like doing this, but it's just super cute. It illustrates exactly how to do it, and it shows that Kirby is a game that you can play as a grown man and be embarrassed by, or as a kid and be embarrassed by. Because your friend's gonna be like, well, that little pink guy, that's stupid. And you're like, no, you're stupid. He's cool. He's Kirby. He eats food and jumps over things. And goes in star doors. And there's a little thing that I like about... Watch out, Kirby! What are you doing? Oh, Kirby, you're scaring me, man. I like you, kiddo, but I don't want you to get hurt. It's okay to jump over an enemy. I like that. It's offering you can be peaceful, or you can spit enemies at other people, I bet. Yeah, I love that. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry, this game's so cute. Okay, but you can inhale an enemy, and see, it's excited for you. You did it! And there's a little dude that gives you a target. By the way, you will never see that target anywhere else in the game. They designed it solely for that little joke and for the little guy to run away. Oh man, this is the best. I love Kirby Superstar. I played this so much as a kid. It's so fun. It's the best, and I like that. By the way, look in the audience, and you will notice there's a bunch of little Kirbys. Because, I guess Kirby cloned himself. I don't know, he cloned himself, and he wanted himself to watch him strut his stuff. I don't get it. But, alright. I guess we can jump onto the Warp Star again. I'm gonna miss the beginner show, but it even says have fun. It wants you to play this and have a good time. I love Spring Breeze, man. And it's a pretty... Okay, now that we've learned all the ins and outs, I just want to say, this is a pretty relatively simple game to get started. If you've played any of the original, NES Kirby games, or the Game Boy Kirby game came first, and there's only one good Kirby game on the NES, so whatever. But this is very, very similar to those... Oh, shoot! You think you're so smart... Oh, I guess he is pretty smart, because he hit me with his cutter. But no, anyways. This plays very similar to the original Game Boy Kirby game, and just kind of, upgraded a little bit. And similar to the NES Kirby game, Kirby's Adventure. And then I believe the Game Boy Kirby was Kirby's Dreamland? Something like that. Kirby's Dreamland, I think. But anyways, it just has a little extra polish. And it's no good that I swallowed that guy. I don't know why, but I don't know. But you can swallow enemies instead of just spitting them out as stars if you want to. There's no benefit to doing that, though, so there's no point to swallowing the enemies. I'm actually lying, in case you didn't already know. Because watch this, watch this. You can get their powers! Isn't that the... But it's just, drop the bomb, dude. Kirby. Kirby, what are you doing? Holding on to bombs is dangerous. Look at that guy throwing bombs like you don't give a care. You gotta be careful. If you're like that, you're gonna be a mad bomber. And you know what the police are gonna do, Kirby? They're gonna arrest you, you little pink rascal. I'm sorry. And then there's Big Bear. I don't know what that thing is. Is it a bear? I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. But anyways, you can swallow a lot of enemies to get lots of different powers. And that's cool and all, but, you know, there's more to this game than just getting powers. You gotta survive. By the way, I'm playing a little poorly because I'm getting excited. But you get a 1-up. Just, by the way, you don't have to have powers to get the 1-up or anything. You can just suck up those star blocks and... Okay, let me show off another part. Someone who can help is, you can make any of your powers into a helper. And that's our buddy Poppy Bros Jr. You can't suck him up, so I guess he's just gotta be your best friend. Well, that's okay. Let's head down here. You get to... Oh my. Give you a little smooch. I don't accept smooches from strangers, sir. You can stay down there as a bomb hat. No thank you. And it's no good to swallow the star blocks, so that's okay. But we did get a nice kiss, so that was okay too. No, when you eat food though, you'll share it with your with the partner that you create, and you can spray a little mist out of your armpits, I guess, to uh-oh. I think I kind of caught myself in a corner there. But I keep doing it. I'm not very good. I'm goofing around a little too much. Sorry. I'm actually not that bad at this game. It's a very simple game, but we made him cry, and I kind of want to suck up his tear and make him feel better, but I guess we can't do that. Sorry, Mr. Woods. And cloning once again takes place as you get the star, and Kirby does his little dance. But sorry, I'm getting more and more excited. And I'm sorry. This game's so cute. I can't help myself. No, we don't need to get any more powers. There's more powers to get, but I don't know. I like to kind of challenge myself for the most part in the Spring Breeze area by leaping into the water for no particular reason. No, I like to try and avoid getting powers as much as possible. Because honestly, you know, the beginner show didn't tell us about getting powers yet, so, you know, let's not worry about it. There'll be time to get powers later, man. It's not a big deal. So let's just chillax, let's play to our own style, because I think I spy a secret. I certainly do. Get rid of these star blocks and check out what's in the door. There's a handful of secrets in these games. Almost always these games have some level of secret, and it's fun. Like, it's nice. They're never mandatory. It's cute to find them. And later on, there's a section in these. Hold on. This guy. Not. Guess you can't eat him. Oh well, he's full of spikes. I don't blame Kirby for not wanting to eat him. No, his name's Gordo, and he's invincible. But now I'm invincible, so forget Gordo. Let's run on down. You can run into a bunch of enemies and beat them up and destroy them. Even this mini-boss, he ain't a thing, man. But, I meant to eat him, but I guess you can't do that. Never mind, I blew him up. Sorry, Mr. Walrus. Alright. Forget it. We're all good. We're on the Warp Star, and our lollipop power wore off. But anyway, I was mentioning that, I better eat this bomb. Was it crash? Alright. Watch out for all them cutter guys. What are you doing, Curbs? Kirby, what are you doing? Man, you got some power in them arms, don't you, buddy? You gotta be careful. Watch out for that guy. He may be pink, but he's tough as nails. But no, anyway, this is the boss, la. I think they're part of a... There was a puzzle game, I think, The Adventures of Lo, or something, that I think this is exactly how the game's played out, is like they would push blocks around, so I guess this is... they've been bosses in the Kirby series, I think, since probably the Game Boy edition. They've been around for a while, basically. But it's a cute little nod to those games that I'm sure that if I played those games I would care, but I don't, so I don't. And I like that. They bust out a Gordo, be a little... They give you a cute new attack, and Kirby ducks down and does his thing. But anyways, as I was saying, this game is, as you might have noticed from the title screen, separated into different little areas, or different games rather, but That's what the box says, is that this has 8 games in one, which is actually an enormous lie, because these are all basically the same game, just with slightly different... sorry. Slightly different aspects to each game. They're changed up just a bit, but it's the same basic game. And the whole thing about secret areas is there's going to be a bunch of secret areas later on. I don't know about secrets, but, like, difficult areas to access, I guess. I wonder if I eat this guy. Can I eat him? Let me try. Whoa! I cannot eat you, sir! Excuse me. Yowza. That guy's a freaky monster. I think I'm gonna pass on eating some of these dudes. This game... I'm sorry, like, this game is really visually very, very beautiful. It's really enjoyable. It... Okay, let me try that again. Okay. Don't eat an enemy in midair, because when you do, you can't float anymore. And I forgot to mention, you can float indefinitely. You never run out of floating power or anything like that. And this is Kracko. He's a chump, and I hate him. He's one of my least favorite bosses in this franchise, and I think it's just because as a kid I had a hard time with him, which is weird, because he's really, really easy. But anyways, there, he's already dead, so forget about him. Sorry, anyways, you can float indefinitely, you can fly forever, and you'd think that that would make the game super, super easy. And not really, because the game isn't tailored for that so much. What we got? Mike, huh? Let's see what this does. Huh. Well, I got it in the wrong spot, but I love the noises he makes when he uses the mic. I always thought when he was doing the rock power, the third mic power up, he was saying sister. I mean, I doubt it. You know what? I'm sure he's saying is something in Japanese, because this is a game that was made in Japan. Just gonna take a guess. But there we go. We got a one-up to make fun of us for getting that embarrassing death when we fell down with that chicken in our mouths. Which is, I mean, I assume that's how I'm going to die too, is fall down with a chicken in my mouth. So it's appropriate. I'm sorry if I'm ever just sighing. It's probably because I'm tired, but it's also because this is a beautiful game, and it just has really awesome visuals, and it's just charming. This game, if you could describe in a single word, it is charm, raw charm. And here we are. Kracko is fully powered now. He's got a little more health, and watch out, because he'll start drenching you in rain, and that kind of sucks, but, you know, you do what you gotta do. And I'm getting my butt kicked, man. So fly above him with his lightning and hit him one more time. That's kind of embarrassing. I'm usually a lot better. Old habits die hard. When you fight a boss that you had trouble with as a kid, I think it becomes a little trickier. But what I kind of like, though, is that this Spring Breeze section is almost... I'm not sure if it's entirely, but it's the majority of the stages that were in the Game Boy game, Kirby Dreamland, who cares, whatever. The Game Boy Kirby, which we're not playing, so forget about it. But this is like almost all of that, minus like some of the stages and stuff, and maybe like a boss. But it's really, really cool. Like, it's basically saying, this is the Super Nintendo. We can do what Game Boy does, but even better. Which, I mean, you could probably tell just by looking at the Game Boy sprites. But anyways, we're at the boss, King Dedede, who you'd think is a little tough, man. But I like that you fight him in a big wrestling ring. Watch out, he'll smack his hammer and shoot out a star for you to hit him with. But he ain't so tough. Just wait for him, kind of goad him into using his hammer. You have to be a little close, because if you run all the way away from him, then he'll probably bonk you with his hammer. Now, stay away from me. Ow! Stop diving into me, you big penguin. Spit it in his face, and he goes flying! How far does he go flying? Well, don't worry, because I got an answer for you. All the way out of the castle. And look how bummed the castle got when he got smacked out. It's because this game is so cute. It has those little touches that it does not have to have. With the sad castle, and Kirby lifting the castle, becoming gigantic, dumping all the food out to the friends in Dreamland. It's adorable. I love this game. And it even gives you a staff roll for beating just, but yeah, I'm kind of skimming through the staff roll, because who cares? But, it gives you a staff roll for just Spring Breeze, which is cool. Like, it makes it feel like these are more than one game, which again, as I mentioned, they're really not. But it's a great start. This is a good way to kind of introduce you to the mechanics of the game. You're given the option to eat enemies, which again, as I said, I really don't. You get this nice little conclusion with Kirby flying into the sunset. Appears to be dropping all the food into the river. Well, not anymore, I guess. Oh. Then all the stars let all that corn, I guess, fall out. And all the Kirby clones are really excited. But he's telling you to play the next game, which we will, just next time, because, you know, this kind of did take a little while. And I'm sorry if I didn't explain much about the game. I'm really sorry. I get really excited. But we got a whole other set of stuff to do. We got a high score, and you get a little star medal for beating Spring Breeze. But I think I know where we're going to go next. Take it easy, you crazy kids.